What is the dumbest mistake that caused base-wide chaos? Private Fletcher was supposed to test the new emergency alert system. Simple job. Send one test message to our company of 200 soldiers. Basic computer task that any recruit could handle. I was working communications that Tuesday morning when Fletcher sat down at the alert terminal. Kid looked nervous, which should have been my first warning sign. Just type the message and hit send to company B, right? Months, he asked, cracking his knuckles. Exactly. Test message only. Make sure you select the right distribution list. Fletcher nodded and started typing. I went back to monitoring radio traffic, not paying much attention to what he was doing. 30 seconds later, every phone on base started screaming. Not just our company. Every single phone at Fort Belmont. All 15,000 soldiers, civilian workers, family housing, even the base McDonald's. The message Fletcher had accidentally sent to everyone read, immediate evacuation, chemical attack in progress, seek shelter immediately. This is not a drill. My blood turned to ice water. I could hear sirens starting up across the entire installation. Fletcher, what distribution list did you select? His face went white as paper. I clicked the one at the top. All base personnel. Through the window, I watched soldiers pouring out of buildings in full chemical protective gear. Families were loading into cars, fleeing toward the front gate. The commissary was evacuating with people still holding groceries. My radio exploded with frantic calls. Communications! Confirm chemical attack status immediately. Hazmat teams responding to unknown chemical agent. All units report MOP level 4. Repeat, MOP level 4. I grabbed the microphone with shaking hands. All stations, disregard previous alert. False alarm. I repeat, false alarm. But it was too late. The panic had already spread beyond the base. Local emergency services received automatic notifications when military installations activated chemical protocols. Fire departments from 3 counties were racing toward us with sirens blaring. News helicopters appeared overhead within minutes. CNN was already running breaking news alerts about a potential chemical weapons incident at Fort Belmont. The base commander's voice came over the radio, ice-cold fury cutting through the static. Communications section, report to my office immediately. Bring whoever sent that alert. Fletcher looked like he might throw up. I felt my stomach dropping through the floor. Walking to headquarters, we passed complete chaos. Soldiers in gas masks, directing traffic. Families crying at the front gate. Military police setting up roadblocks. All because Fletcher clicked the wrong button. The colonel's office was packed with angry officers. Battalion commanders demanding answers. Base operations officer, looking murderous. Explain to me how one soldier just triggered a base-wide chemical evacuation, the colonel said, his voice deadly quiet. Fletcher started stammering about distribution lists and test procedures. I expected court-martial charges for both of us. Then something completely unexpected happened. The colonel's phone rang. He listened for 30 seconds, his expression gradually changing from fury to amazement. Gentlemen, we just received a call from Homeland Security. They've been monitoring suspected terrorist communications for weeks. When our alert went out, 3 separate terrorist cells in the area immediately activated emergency protocols. He looked directly at Fletcher. Your mistake just gave federal agencies the real-time intelligence they needed to track active terrorist networks. They're making arrests as we speak. The room went silent. Fletcher's accidental alert had basically flushed out every hostile actor within a 50-mile radius. Additionally, the colonel continued, our emergency response time just set a new Army record. 15 minutes from alert to full base evacuation. That's unprecedented. Instead of punishment, Fletcher got assigned to the counterintelligence unit. His mistake had revealed critical security vulnerabilities and proven our emergency systems worked perfectly. The terrorist arrests made national news 6 months later. Reporters never knew the whole investigation started because a nervous private clicked the wrong computer button during a routine test. Fletcher eventually made sergeant ahead of everyone in his training class. His accidental intelligence breakthrough earned him a commendation letter from the Secretary of Defense. The base commander kept a framed copy of Fletcher's original alert message on his office wall, called it the most productive mistake in military history. Fletcher never lived down the nickname Red Button, but he wore it proudly after learning his screw-up had helped prevent 3 planned attacks on American soil.